Want to learn how to market picture day that parents actually pay attention to? Hey guys, my name is Sean Cantrell and I lead the schools and sports program over here at H&H Color Lab. And I've had a lot of conversations with folks that are struggling to get the word out about picture day that parents actually pay attention to. They send in an email and they think people open it, but they're not sure. Or they open it and log in, but we're not really seeing orders turn in. Or they pass out a flyer only to show up at picture day and see the stack of flyers sitting next to the coach's desk. Or they put up a poster. And these individual items themselves are helpful as a piece, but if left as your only sole way of marketing picture day, you're typically not engaging families and busy parents where they're paying attention. So this is something that I work a lot with photographers on, is how to effectively engage parents so that they can actually know about picture day, know about what opportunities they have, and how to take advantage of those opportunities so that it's a great opportunity for them and also great business for you. So let me break that down for you. What I'm not saying is, I'm not saying you shouldn't do email marketing, you shouldn't do flyers, you should stop doing those other things. I've seen a lot of folks make the jump from prepay flyers to only sending out emails. And unfortunately, and if this is not you, I'm glad it's not you, but unfortunately, in a lot of cases, they see their sales drastically decline that next year because their parents aren't trained to look. They don't know that that's the only way they're going to learn about picture day. And so there's a massive lack in engagement, a lack of awareness that happens when that happens. So what I teach folks to do is look at what are all the opportunities for marketing picture day. The term I like to use is multi-channel marketing. So I'm not a perfect marketer, but this is something I've found is very effective at marketing picture day is multi-channel marketing. What am I talking about there? What I'm talking about is when you're marketing picture day, what are multiple ways you can get the word out? What are multiple channels, multiple paths that you can market picture day? So easy low-hanging fruit are things like sending out an email, right? Getting emails from the school or from the league, and that's a whole nother conversation I'm not going to get into right here, but that's one way. And if you're using a e-commerce platform like we have Imago, the great thing about that is we can break that down into multi-layer funnel where you can do prospects, leads, and buyers. But I don't want to distract from that right now. But it's nice to be able to engage them separately. Anyway, email's one way. Text messages, guys. If you're able to engage folks via text message, if you have permission to do that, which is a whole nother thing, that is probably one of the most effective ways at getting in front of parents beyond more so than emails. If you look at your inbox right now, how many emails do you have in there right now? If you're like me, it's more than just a handful. We'll just be gentle and say it that way. So find ways to engage them beyond just emails is probably the biggest thing I want to encourage you on here. But so emails, text messages, do these things. Don't just rely only on these things. Emails, text messages, prepay flyers if you're doing pre-sales, if you're doing a proof gallery for some sort of picture day is coming flyer, some sort of physical reminder. The great thing about that is it's not competing with the traffic of the inbox. It's something that can go home with the child, with their Friday folder, in their backpacks. It's something that kind of sits on the counter with that day's mail that parents can process that evening, and it stays there. It's not competing with literally hundreds of emails and text messages to work with. But again, these are small one-off things. Some of you may say, I'm trying to save costs and flyers, and I can make the argument that, the flyers can actually increase your sales and is worth the expense. But what are some other ways? Let's talk about yard signs. So if you're at an elementary school, putting out a picture day is coming with a QR code that leads to how they can order online while they're waiting in the parent pickup line. Guys, that's a fantastic way. You can leave that, drop those off the week of picture day, put them in the pickup line, and then whenever you leave picture day after photographing that school, just take them with you. Picture day posters is another one. Banners, leveraging the school calendar. So the school's got some sort of calendar that they post on their website. Have a link to Picture Day on there. Have that posted in there with a link to where they can order. That's something you can give to the school. The school's going to have some sort of newsletter system. Ask if you can have a section in there that you can put in some copy. The important thing there is you provide that information. You tell them what to put in there so you can make it easy for them to just copy and paste. Don't make them do the work. Don't make them make up what opportunities there are, why they need to participate, or why they need to come dressed with their best. Whatever that is, you are the professional. You can provide that to them. Make that simple for them. Another one is I'm sure they also have some sort of internal email communication or text message or Canvas app or some sort of internal app they're using for communications. Same thing there. Provide the information for them to share and just distribute on there. So that's another channel that parents are already trained to look. And I don't want to be forceful with the word training, but they're conditioned. They've created that habit of knowing to look there to learn about what's important about that school or about that league's news and opportunities. So that's a great way to leverage that in addition to. Another one is the school's going to have their own social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. They're going to be leveraging that, or they're going to be using those channels. Parents are already looking at there to follow them. Why not pirate into that system? Again, give them the copy. A lot of the e-commerce platforms, and especially I know Imago's this way, and I'm assuming the others are as well, is you can take one of your prospect emails, one of those awareness emails you're going to send out anyway, send yourself a copy of that with the links already plugged in for that school, for that project, and just give that to them. Let them forward that out to their customer, or sorry, I said the word customer, their parent and family list. Don't want to mess that up there. Excuse me. And I could go on. And what I'll do is I've put together a list of, I think it's like 20 or 22 different ways of marketing Picture Day. What I'll do is I'll post that list in the description below just so you can copy and paste there. What my challenge to you there is pick 4 or 5. I mean, if you want to go for it, pick 8, right? Don't do all 22. That's a lot, especially if you're doing more than one school year. That's hard to keep up with, but don't just settle on 1 or 2. Find multiple different ways of engaging parents about Picture Day, so that you can make sure that you're engaging them where they are paying attention to. So not everyone's going to be looking at their emails. Not everyone's going to look at the Friday folder. Not everyone's going to be checking the Facebook for the schools. So find multiple ways so we can engage them where they are to let them know about Picture Day, about ordering opportunities, about what to expect and why they need to take action right now. So take a look at that list, pick 4 or 5, try that out, and let me know how that goes. If you found this video helpful, be sure to follow, and I hope to see you in the next one.